Are you ready for some good news? Because of the miracle of the virgin birth, you can be assured that Jesus both is human and divine. And when you can really embrace that mystery, you'll see some of the best news you've ever seen. We're learning about some of the prophecies that are fulfilled at Christmas. By some estimates, Jesus fulfilled more than 300 Old Testament prophecies. And a lot of those prophecies are fulfilled at Christmas. But it's not just in being understood that it's essential for Jesus to be human. He had to be human because we needed a true human to stand in our place, to be our substitute. If there is going to be a substitutionary payment on behalf of humanity, it needs to be from a human. The debt of sin was a human debt, not God's debt, a human debt. And the victory that we needed to win needed to be won for humanity by a human. Death defeated by a human. Overcome the grave by a human. This is all related to the fact that we needed a human because we needed a representative to be in covenant with God on behalf of humanity who would be able to successfully fulfill the covenant in righteousness. See, God had said to Moses, if the people will obey me, then I'll be their God. They'll be my treasured people, a kingdom of priests. I will bless them magnificently. But the problem was no one was able to obey. And so instead of being under a blessing, then the world was under the curse of their own disobedience. And so what the world needed and what humanity needed was a human being who could be a covenant partner and never be disobedient, and never sin, but fulfill righteousness on our behalf. Beloved, everything that's wonderful about Christianity is wrapped up in this, that we're in a new covenant. And the thing that is distinct about the new covenant as opposed to the old is that the new covenant of grace is not between you and God, it's between the Son and the Father. But to be a Christian is to not only have the name of Christ on you, but to minister and pray and live in His name. It means if Jesus has authority over the darkness, then you as a Christian have authority over the darkness because you have been imputed with His righteousness. In other words, His divinity is shared with you, not making you God, but sharing the merits of His perfection as God with you so that you could be in relationship with the Father as He is. Wow. That's what's wrapped up in Him being Emmanuel, God with us. My favorite story from last week's weekend services. 5-year-old girl who was new to church at our Union Cross campus was heard to say excitedly, I think to her parents, as she came out of church, she reported and summed it up this way: we learned about Jesus, whose other name is God. Success. That's what we pretty much wanted her to know. He is Jesus. And in that sense, He is like a brother. And His other name is God, which means He's the creator of the ends of the earth, limitless in His power, extraordinarily other. Jesus is both. Emmanuel, God with us, all because of the virgin birth. That's the beauty of Christmas, and that's the gospel.